Hi everybody, in this video, let's look at your Form 3 textbook, My Test 1.2a, page 7. Okay, now simplify each of the following. I'm going to discuss with you E, F, G, and H. Before you start doing the question here, you have to understand that if let's say I have a power 3 times a power 4, what is the answer? So it will be a power 3 plus 4, right? Which is equal to a power 7. Why do we take 3 plus 4? Now, you can think this way. A power 3 times a power 4. A power 3 is actually equal to a times a, right? So this one is for this a power 3. So the multiplication sign, I just copy. How about a power 4? We have 4 times of a. It will be a times a times a times a. So eventually we will get a power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But we don't have time to write out averages repeat the a so many times, right? If let's say it's power 20, we have to write 20 times. We don't have time. So we can do it another way just by adding up their power if their base are the same. For multiplication, we just take the power, add up together. Like what I showed you just now, 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. Okay, now let's look at question E, part E. Another one is, how about if I give you 3m, what does this mean? It means 3 times m, right? Okay, now let's look at part E. 4m squared, this means 4 times m squared times 1 over 2 m power 3 times negative 3 m power 4. Now, how do we simplify it? So this is actually means 4 times m squared times 1 over 2 times m power 3 times negative 3 times m power 4. Okay, let me put a parenthesis over here to group them together so that you won't get confused. So this one is for this one is for this, and this one is for the last part here. Okay, but since this is a variable, 4 times m, we don't have to write the multiplication sign, right? We just need to write 4m. Okay, now if you want to calculate 2 times 5 times 3, can you rearrange them become 2 times 3 times 5? Yes, right? For multiplication, we can just do it like this. It's okay. You will still get the same answer. Now, what do we need to do here? We rearrange it. So group the number together first. 4 times 1 over 2 times negative 3. Okay, then multiply. This will be the m part. So m power 2, m power 3, m power 4, we just add up their power. So if you want to write it, write one more step, you can write this one first. M power 3, m power 4. Okay, now so this part you can just press your calculator, or you can just simplify like this, divided by 2 divided by 2. So it will be 2 times negative 3, negative 6. So this is multiply, right? And all the base are the same, m. What do we need to do? We just add up their power. So 2 plus 3 plus 4. Eventually, our answer will be negative 6 m power 9. Okay, so this is the answer for E. Okay, now let's look at F. N power 6 times 4 over 25 n power 2 times 5 over 4 times this is n power 3 times n. Okay, same thing, we can actually arrange it, right? We group the number together first. 4 over 25 times 5 over 4. Now we are going to write the n terms. So this is n power 6 times n power 2 times n power 3 times n. Okay. So for this part, you can press your calculator, or you want to simplify it manually also can. Divided by 2, divided by 2, divided by 5, divided by 5. Okay, so this one divided by 4, divided by 4. Okay, eventually for this part, you will get 1 over 5. And this n, they are all same base, n, n, and n. If you don't see any power here, it means power 1. Right? Be careful, this is not power 0 but power 1. So this is 1. If you don't see any power here, it means 1. Okay, so 6 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1. Our answer will be 1 over 5 n power 12. If you don't want to write this way, you also can write this way. Since this is 1, right, you can just write n power 12 divided by 5. These both are correct. Okay, now let's go to G. Okay, so same thing here. We are going to rearrange that. It become, okay, this is actually negative 1. Negative 1 times 25 over 4 times 12 over 5. And then for the x part, it will be x power 4 times x times x power 2. Okay, let me double check. Negative 1, this negative 1 come from here. 25 over 4 come from here, and 12 over 5 come from here. Okay, now this part you can just press your calculator, or you can simplify this way, divided by 5, divided by 5. And this divided by 4, divided by 4. So you need to be more careful. You have a negative 1 over here. So eventually you will get negative 1 times 5 times 3, which is equal to negative 15. And x copy it. 4 plus 1. If you don't see any power here, it means 1. If you don't see any number, it means power 1. So this is 4 plus 1 plus 2. So our final answer will be negative 15 x power 7. Okay, now let's try the last question, part H. Okay, first step, I'm going to rearrange it. This will be negative 1 over 2 times negative 6 times 1 over 3. And then this will be y power 5 from here, y power 3 from here, and y power 4 from here. Okay, here you can simplify it, or you can just press your calculator. Divided by 2, divided by 2. And 3 and 3, we can simplify it, divided by 3, divided by 3. Okay, now we have to be more careful. You have a negative over here, and another negative over here. Negative 1 times negative 1, you will get positive, right? Positive 1, you don't have to write the 1. Y power 5 plus 3 plus 4. So our final answer will be y power 12. Okay, this is our final answer. That's all for this video. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.